and a riptide and are just swimming. Is what it feeling like if I jump in the ocean and I'm in the middle of a riptide and it's just pulling me under. That's why we say Shalom. This is so not peaceful. It's not funny. All the angels are already in heaven. All the saints are already in heaven. The elders, they're already in heaven. And they can discipline themselves to give God glory. Tell me why we who need to get to heaven can't discipline ourselves. Tell me. The 24 elders, they bow down before him day and night, casting their crowns at his feet. As soon as the Sabbath comes, they know he's the one to worship. They know. And not just as the Sabbath, but all during the week. It's their pattern, and we have to follow it. And if we don't follow it, what's going to happen? If you don't love him, you're simply not going to heaven. It's his place. It's his kingdom. You can't want to be anyhow and didn't want to go. Doesn't work like that. So the angels, they bowed down before Marad to Marad. Said hundreds of thousands upon thousands of angels. They attend to him. All the archangels, glory angels, cherubims, all the seraphims, the glory angel, all of them, every single one, they bow down before him and they worship him. They prostrate themselves, they hide themselves. He is the Lord who is our dread. Yes, he's loved, but he's also to be revered, to be glorified, to be magnified. He is to be respected. He's the one that told Moses to take off his shoe, because the ground that he stands on is holy ground. He's the one that told the men if they touch the ark, they would perish. And one of them did, and he died. He is who he says he is. He's not some meek man hanging on a cross somewhere or some baby in a manger. He is the sovereign spirit of the universe. He is God. He could destroy this planet in 2 seconds if he wanted to. We are dust with his breath inside. We are all God's creation, but we're not all God's children. Mountains high and valleys straightened. The day of the Lord is coming. A day burning like an oven. Who can know it? Who can understand? He is who he says he is. God bless your name and I'll lift you even higher still. You are the one that rescued Israel. Israel, you reign and rule in every realm. In the realm of the heavenlies, in the realm of the spirit, and in the realm of mankind. El, the one true living God. You are who you say you are. You are Yah, God of the clouds. You are Yahweh, the great I am. You are who you say you are. I bless your name, you ought to lift you even higher still, Father. You are who you say you are. The four living creatures, they cry, holy, holy, holy. Holy, holy, holy is the Lord God Almighty. He who was and is to come. Worship him. Holiness is the cry. Without holiness, no man shall see God. Without holiness, nobody goes to heaven. Without holiness, you go to hell. He says, come to me, all who are weary and are heavy laden. I will give you rest. Take from me and learn. My yoke is light and easy. Some people don't care about that. They don't care about holiness. They rather portray themselves like prostitutes and gigolos. And they mock a holy God. But he is who he says he is. He's the Almighty God that rescued his people from Egypt. He is Israel. He is God of Israel. In him, Jew and Gentile become one. He's the gate and he's the door. Yes, Father. Hide me. Yes, do you want to come into my heart? Whilst I was dozing off, he showed me Russia. Russia and the Soviet Union, Russia rising, Russia. And he showed me 3 ribs in the bear's mouth. Around. He says, enter in. Enter into his heart. So I'm walking up just a bit of stairs and I'm going straight into his heart. His heart opened up like a door. Gold everywhere. Gold ceiling, gold walls, gold floor, gold everything. Here I am. Almost immediately I see a table with documents on it. Some open and some not opened. I see a plan being rolled out like a blueprint, a blueprint of a plan of a building. It's opened out, it's on the table. But you know how scrolls are rolled up and you have to keep unraveling it for it to stay opened? That's how it is. So I see this person, I see this I see this plan rolled up on a table, but it's open. And I hear him saying, look closely. So I'm looking and I see Solomon's temple. And then I look again, and I see an angel. An angel? I see an angel measuring something. What is he measuring? It's as if he was measuring the plan that was on the table, but it's as if he's measuring it in person. So he's at the place. And he has like this measuring tape in his hand. And he's measuring the whole width and length of the land or whatever there. And I hear Abba saying, the time has come. The time has come. He says, the time has come. I see a lot of hands in this work. I see like people are overlaying. I just see people with gold in their hands and they're overlaying stuff with gold. They're pasting things with gold inside of the temple, which is a church. But inside of Solomon's temple, I see them overlaying gold and they're hard at work with it. They're covering jars, they're covering all kinds of things. They're covering with gold. I just see them overlaying it with gold. I hear utensils, all the utensils. They're overlaying with gold. I look further and I see that they're dressing it like a tabernacle, and I hear the tabernacle of Moses, or the tabernacle of the Lord, but in the days of Moses, something like that, the tabernacle of Moses. And I see them, they're hanging this very velvety blue. Wow, it's a beautiful blue. It's a blue that's royal blue. And it's got orange, purple, and pinks on it. What is this? It's heavy. I hear it's heavy. And I see them, they're dressing the holy place, the most holy place. And as I'm seeing this, I'm also seeing Abba's throne. And I'm hearing where he tells Moses to do the same thing as he saw in heaven. So it's a replica. And as I see them preparing the temple, I see the throne of heaven. And I see the tapestry in heaven as well, but I see fire upon the tapestry. Like holy fire upon the curtains, burning. But it's not consuming it, it's just burning. I see fire on the tapestry and it's coming down just like curtains, but fire is covering it. Fire is covering the floor. I can see the designs in the walls. The walls are golden, but the fire is covering the walls. I can see cherubim in the design, all over the walls. I can see vines of pomegranate on the walls with bells. That's what I see. It's like what's in heaven is coming to the earth. I see it. I see this big jar. It's huge. It's almost like a vase, but it's huge. It's probably like 5 feet tall. And it's overladen with gold. And I hear for the washing of the priest. So in heaven, I see also a jar. But this jar in heaven has honey in the jar. But on the earth, this jar, it has water in it for the washing. I hear you. And I hear Abba saying, He's already washed us. So, yes, He's already washed us. But I hear Him saying on the earth, those that are doing the temple work in the temple of Solomon, they have to be washed. What is going on? So I see honey in the jar in heaven. And I see as if an angel was given a command to pour that jar. And the honey begins to run over. And where the honey is running over, it's running on the first platform, the worship floor. Everything becomes sweet. Where the honey is spilled, I see fire on the honey. Now everything that's covered with fire means that it's holy. It means that it's holy in heaven or it's holy. I see an angel with a book in his hand, his left hand, and in his right hand he has like this long torch thing. And he's standing there with this torch blazing, and he has a book that's also covered in fire blazing. I see a cloud over his head and a rainbow over his head. Father, what is that? I hear him saying the mercy covenant and the angel that overlooks the sacrifice. The rainbow is over his head, and the clouds are over his head. He's overseeing the sacrifice. So on the earth, I see where they're laying the sacrifice down on the brazen altar, but in heaven, I see where the blood of Jesus is already on the throne, on the mercy seat and the judgment seat, on the ark of the covenant, that is the throne. I see that it's already poured, and where it's poured, you know what I see? I see that it's continually pouring. It hasn't stopped. It's like if the blood was alive. The blood has sparkles and flashes of fire in it. And it's as if every time the blood hits the mercy seat and the judgment seat, there's like a sparkle. It's sparking. It's sparking. It's alive. And there's an angel with a book and a torch of fire. And he's overlooking it. He's overlooking it. He's seeing it. I don't know how to say that. Every time there's like prayer going up with the blood, I could see it. every time there's prayer going up with the blood, as I'm looking on the earth as well, and I see the temple of the Lord erected, and I see they're doing the sacrifices, and I see the prayer going up to heaven, because they're doing it unto God, I see it's like when the blood splashes and the spark happens, the angel's rainbow around his head, it begins to light up, kind of like the colors are highlighted. It's being highlighted over his head, something like that. And Abba said to me, it's his mercy covenant unto man. It's pointing to the mercy covenant. Like when he told Noah, this is my bow. This angel that's standing there, his eyes are white. His eyes are white, like lightning, like his eyes are white. He opens his book and he's writing. He's opening this, he's opened his book and he's writing in it. And it's a thick, big book. This book, can I measure this book? It's 10 feet long and 7 feet wide. This book that he's holding. The thickness of it is 3,000 feet. That's what I hear. I suddenly feel like a grain of sand. And I literally see myself shrunken down, looking up at everything. When the blood flows on the mercy seat and the judgment seat, the ark of the covenant in between, right there with the cherubims, I see the four living creatures, and I see them bowing down. And it's like every time the blood falls, they bow down. And I hear Abba saying that they represent the kingdoms of the earth that are continually bowing down before him. I was about to tell my heart, be still, but don't do that. Continue to beat. I see them continually bowing down before him. Abba Jesus on the throne. I see them continually bowing down at this gigantic Ark of the Covenant throne thing, as the blood splashes on and runs all over the thing. There's a constant hallelujah and holy, 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 going on in the atmosphere. Constant. I can see where on the brazen altar, where the fire on the brazen altar, it receives the prayer made by the blood of the Lamb. And I see the fire charring what isn't of God. And it's like ashes there. And I see there are angels sweeping the ashes into hellfire. Into the abyss, into hellfire. I see that going on. I hear Abba saying, beware of mocking spirits. Because yesterday, when I was preaching, that's exactly what happened with the Venezuelans. There was a mocking spirit that came and sat down smoking cocaine and weed. And the spirit wouldn't let up. And when he started, there was a prostituting lady on the side of the street. And they were mocking while the preaching was going on. And I'll play it in a little while. But when that was going on, I heard Abba Jesus say, the mocking spirit of divination. Just like how Paul rebuked the girl with the spirit of divination. That's exactly what happened yesterday. Abba said to me, rebuke it. Help me, King. You know what I see? I see that God's house or his tabernacle or his temple has a roof made out of fire. Fire. Don't begin to ask me how big it is, because I am like a grain of sand or something. I am very, very tiny here. And I see where the prayer from the brazen altar, it goes up to him. And when it's a sweet smelling aroma to him, or it's something that he loves, or it's within his will, I see that fire goes into the roof of his house or his temple or his church or his tabernacle, whatever. It becomes part of the fire. What? Wow. I can't stand anymore, by the way. I'm on my face. I'm literally on my face, on my bed. And I'm on the ground, in heaven, on my face, on the ground. The only place I'm standing is where they're doing the sacrifices in the temple on the earth. And I'm seeing God's house, the roof of it, raging holy fire. Even his pillars, even his walls, whatever is holy there is covered with fire. And I see him looking upon the earth. And he's looking upon the earth and he's looking at bloodshed. It's what I see. He's got me from an aerial view and I'm looking at bloodshed. And France, I hear him saying, warn France, right now, warn France that a takeover is coming. Warn France. I'm looking at an aerial view of France. And I hear him saying, warn France. All I see is bloodshed. I see a blanket of blood over France. Tell the Christians there to be prepared. A blanket of blood is coming to France. It's not allowing me. I hear warn France. I'm shaking. Warn France. A blanket of blood I see over France. It's flowing. I see this thing red. It's flowing. France is in trouble. Christians in France are in trouble. An Islamic, satanic, antichrist regime is rising up in France. There's going to be a blanket of blood. I see it. They won't stop there. They will move to Italy and the surrounding places where the Catholic faith is concentrated or is being a kind of a light of the cross in those areas. Warning. France. So as Abba looks towards the earth, I see France with a blanket of blood over it. And I see Abba Jesus' eyes blazing with fire. He's red. His eyes are red. He's blazing. He's vexed. He's vexed. I hear him saying, warn the people, sound the alarm, and warn the people. Warn the people. I can't even go there. So where can I stop this? Where can I go to another account? I really need to right now, really quickly. It's not allowing me. I'm trying to switch. Hold on. Abba says, write this down. I'm writing down. Okay, I don't have enough there. Okay, fine. I'll just write it down. Warn the people. Warn the people and tell them a blanket of blood is coming. It will be ruthless. May kaya ma. Nemea kataba haselebi. As Abba sees this, and he's looking at the earth. I could see his eyes just blazing with fire. Blazing with fire. Here I am. Belgium, you want to look out there as well. In the spirit, I see, I was looking at Germany. I could see German law enforcers. I don't know what they're putting into vehicles, but I can see even as it looks to me like they are taking down, what is this? I see a war going on, like Germany is starting to fight for the cross. I see like if they're taking down symbolism. So I see like German officials, whoever, they're taking down symbolism. They're making it a non-religious kind of thing. I see like they're taking down, what is this they put in the car? They put like a kind of a, what is this, the top of a building? The top, like it's not a cross. What is it? Symbolism. They're taking down symbolism. Whether it be of mosques or churches or temples or whatever. They're moving the symbolism. In Brussels, I see terrorism. Show me, Abba. Show me. Show me. Something like a berg. L, klomp, berg. Abba gives me instruction. And he says, write. So I'm still on my face on the ground. And I'm writing war. And he says, there's a war coming that people are not ready for. And it says it's a war on faith. And he said, write war. So I write down war on this people. And he tells me to eat the paper, so I eat the paper. And when I eat it, he says, now you're going to understand. He says people who thought allies were allies are about to find out that they're enemies. This paper really bitter. It's just bitter. Can I spit it out? He says, who you thought were allies are going to prove themselves as enemies. The countries are going to see who they thought were allies will prove themselves as enemies. I see an angel sounding a trumpet over China. And when he sounds the trumpet over China, I hear the rising of the red dragon. But then I see England mixed up with China. And I also hear the rise of the red dragon. I hear a lot of discussions about tariffs and sanctions. And Abba says they're planning, well, I hear them, like they're planning to starve the world. They're planning to starve the world. I see deliberate settings of invasive species. Alright, kukanima haigetainda. Isalabah kita itahin. Abba says the predatory animals, the animals that were unclean. There'll be a rise of those. Just to deplete the food supply. That's what their plan is. So because Satan wants to eat dust, he wants us to eat dust too. Abba shows we are declined in natural, natural sources like, I see the snake hunting ducks. Don't ask me what kind of snake, a python, hunting ducks. And it's like if they're depleting that. That's your example. He's showing me that. What in the world? What are we supposed to do? Always says darkness is in the world, and it's going to keep getting darker because men's hearts are growing darker. And as they grow darker, they're permitting the fallen to destroy. And he says, take a look now. So I'm looking. And he says, there are already people in position. I see Bill Gates. I see Elon Musk. Bill Gates, Elon Musk. I see King Charles. see they want to make the earth a fill pot. And a fill pot means machine smoke, more like gears and levers instead of life. That's what I see. I see like if they were intentional to make the earth with gears and levers and things like that, to work with that machinery, that kind of thing, and less of life. Less breathing, thinking things. You know what this reminds me of, Papa? He says, just look. I see people who invented the car, people who, I see it. Everything in mechanics, hydraulics, that kind of thing, and anything to do with technology is about to blow out of the sky. You know, this reminds me of who's Loveless, the Wild Wild West. Yeah, that with him in the spidercraft kind of nonsense. That's what I see. Or like the robot thing on like Gulliver, like how people had to be inside of it. But just this is technological. This is not manual. I could hear a lot of noise and see a lot of smoke because of the metal and whatever else is going on there in that world that they're trying to create. They are literally enslaving animals on the edge of Antarctica with the cold continent. I mean, beyond the ice wall. They got them over there and they're going, oh, they're going extinct. Oh, they're extinct. No, they're right over there. They've also got a whole world under the ice. Well, we noticed already, we've seen this. And they're trying to remove the flesh and put screws and bolts and metal or artificial. That's what I see. Yes. I see a world where you're not even pouring your own tea. Machines are doing it for you. And it's like, oh, Jesus is showing me this kind of like a parade in England where they were kind of mocking the purpose of life. And they were doing mechanical displays. And I see there's like this lady, she's sitting there, but she's not pouring her tea. Mechanics are doing it for her. Mechanical things, machines. And I'm looking at these machines as they're all working in their nuts and bolts and screws and gears and wheels and all these kinds of things. I see it. Abba shows me where they put in a potato chip. And they bring this thing to a next level. Whatever these machines are. Oh. There are machines that even move your pot cover off your pot. And if you program it within a certain distance, it'll season your pot as well, your meal. I see people allowing machines to take over homes. A block. Here I am. Abba walks and he says, "Come to me." It's kind of like leading me somewhere. I cannot. My body's drained out of every physical. can't go any further. I'm tired. But I'm coming through the fire. Like it says, come here. So I'm going in that tunnel of fire. lift my hands. I love you, King. I can't go further. I'm stuck on this stone. I can't move. Help. Mercy. Here I am. Angels all around. Someone massaging my feet. Someone massaging my hands. That's nice. They're changing the armor. Yep. They're changing the armor. They're repairing the armor. They're doing my hair. I'm putting on a gown. They asked me what do I want first? The armor on top or the gown on top? On the gown under. They're decorating. They're hear me decorating. They're putting on accessories. I've got diamond bracelets on my arm. That's cute. I'm enjoying the I think I'm high. I'm high on the Holy Ghost. I'm high. I'm just high. They're changing my swords. Swords on my hips, swords on my my back. Lord Jesus takes the sword from the sheath in my back, and he kind of runs his hands over it. He empowers it and then he puts it back. Yes, please. He opens up a door to show me the weapon room, and he says, anytime you want or need, the weapon room's there. That's what I see. Abba says, come to him. So I'm stepping very slowly because I'm weak. When I'm weak, instead I'm strong. Abba Jesus' hand is stretched out towards me. The blood, the water, and the jewels, I see it. This tunnel has fire on top, fire at the bottom, fire on the sides, fire on the sides, and fire on top. Abba Jesus touches my head. And he puts like a little, what is this? Like a little tiara on my head or something. And I take it off and I lay it at his feet. And he puts it back on my head. And this time it's in such a way that he tucks the thing in between my hair where I can't pull it off. Then my head starts shining with this light on it. A white light in my forehead. And I see a word I can't even understand. But it's written in such a pattern that it looks like a vine on your forehead. Kind of. Like a vine. It's like if somebody stretched out the letters and they made a vine with the letters. It's really pretty. He says, I am the first and the last. Walk blameless before me. I don't know how to explain that. If this fire, he releases fire from his body or his countenance, power, fire, and it goes into my heart. And that fire is just digging through. And I see like my skin starts to fade off. Like if you put a clay pot in the sun to dry, and then you just blow it off, or it's peeling off, or whatever. I don't know how to explain that. And I just see myself in my light form. In my light form. No skin, no air, just light. And the Spirit of the Lord is just like he's moving. He's doing with the fire. Like he's making a garden wherever there was flesh. I see two open hands, and they're golden, and they're holding like plants or something. I see like they're planting, like the hands are holding like seedlings, pots of plants, something. He's putting them on my heart. with his hands holding them. That's what I see. A gust of wind comes from the east side, then one straight in front of me, shaped like a hand. And I could see two winds, one at the back pushing me. Where over here? And they position me towards the east. I could see that it positioned me towards the east. The first gave its power to the second. I see a lot of camels from the Middle East or the desert area going straight into the USA. Show me, show me. And I see a golden coin with Trump's face on it. One big, solid gold coin. Not a normal size coin. One big coin. Gigantic coin. Like a 6 feet coin. A coin. A 6 feet coin. Golden. With Trump's face on it. I just see a cashless in the spirit. So I see this guy with a picnic table on his head. Not picnic cloth on his head. A picnic table cloth on his head. I've seen him before in prophecy. With them Arabs. They have. I see he has an agenda to make a golden city. And I see he's going to use IA, switch letters, to operate in it. That's what I see. I see him literally making highways or roads in the desert area. What is he doing? Playing God? He's trying to make a golden city. And a city operated by IA. Switch the letters around. When I dozed off earlier, I saw Russia in the move, like they're on the move. They're looking to they were looking for something. They were like on an agenda. The bear had 3 ribs in his mouth. 3 places he was looking to take out. I hear you. 3 support systems. From who? Yaha, Yashe, Yada. I hear Abba saying even the rise of Germany is imminent. What does that mean? But I thought they were turning towards. Germany has some kind of gas thing going on. And I see these canisters with like green stuff in it. With green fumes or vapor coming from it. And they are to make weapons of war. Oh, that's what I see. Iran will join Russia, and I see as if they were dealing with oil. I just see these huge trucks and all kinds of machinery in oil. They're covered in oil. You could see them working when the oil industry is oil. That's what I see. I see something to do with planes. And I see like a lot of stuff with planes and the Caribbean. Planes. There's a lot of planes. Something with planes. Routes of planes. Routes. I just see planes spinning in the Caribbean. Planes all over the place. What in the world? Planes. New planes. I see countries trying to make a connection in some sort. I see new planes coming. What's going on with this? People are migrating, aren't they? What's going on? From Europe? They're hiding. Oy, oy, oy. That's what I see. I am tired as I could even tell you I'm tired. That's why Abba says, rest, Gary. Close your eyes and rest. No. I did get some to be fair. Your Papa? I did get some. I was telling me you need rest. Rest. Last time I told you to do that, you didn't do that. Remember what happened? I don't want to remember what happened. He said rest, I'll take care of the rest. Papa. I hear horses coming through the fire. I hear horses and I see horses. I see horses with chariots. 2. I just want to praise you. Lift my hands and say, I love you. You are so very special to me. And I exalt your holy name, Yah. I exalt your holy name, Abba. I exalt your holy name on high. Would you take me to heaven and not bring me back? Can I stay? I want to stay. But I wanna. You promised. I don't like this earth. Nope. Would you keep me here? No, but even in body too. Because it doesn't make sense. None of it makes sense. I mean, for your glory, that makes sense. Nothing in the world is making sense. But it's all for power, Papa. It's all for power, and everything is power. I'm the best of the best, and this and that. And I don't. If you show up, I'll have the best day ever. "40 golden angels, 15,000 ministry angels. I receive it. Okie doke. I'm all poured out. I've got no more energy left. Thank you. That's all I can manage. I can't go one step further.